My name's Christine Hoskins. I'm 37. I originally moved here from Pennsylvania with my son, who just happens to have special needs. He's a handful, a very ham kind of guy, lots of people person type of thing. So he definitely will be involved once we have our brick and mortar location. My business is going to be Christine's Heritage Bakery, which is written on all your boxes. You guys have samples of just regular New York style cheesecake, a kiffle, which is Hungarian cookie.
Which one's the kiffle?
The kiffle, yep.
Okay.
The one with all the powdered sugar on it. And then you also have zucchini bread and shoe fly pie. Shoe fly pie is Pennsylvania Dutch. When we moved here, I am not very good with new people. And I get lots of anxiety around new environment, change of scenery. So moving all the way from Pennsylvania to Jacksonville, North Carolina was a big challenge, but I knew how I had to make it. We had a lot of deaths in the family, and we needed out. So I moved here, no job, just place to live, lots of money saved up, and was ready to go. Baking has always been a passion of mine. It relieves stress, and I just enjoy it. I turn on my music full blast and go to town. Now, when I moved here, I was looking for comfort desserts that I grew up on, namely the stuff you have in your boxes, except for the cheesecake. I kind of fell into that one. But when we moved here, it was just me and my son. And I'm a big sweets person, so if I have it in the house, I will eat it all, and so will my son. And neither of us can afford any more weight. So I would bring it into work, and that became something that eased the transition of starting work. And it became something I looked forward to because I love seeing people happy. And if it's something I made and that made them happy, then that made my day. So it became a way of me to introduce myself, and everybody began looking forward to it. I would start to lose track on what I was gonna bake, but I knew I wanted to bake because that's, became a staple. And I would just start taking requests. Hey, anybody have any suggestions this week? What would you like? And everybody looked forward to it, especially all the staff and management. My store manager actually was the one who told me, I think you got something here. And I said, oh, no, I just follow recipes that we've had in the family, I just read and throw it in. I don't do anything special. But she, along with the rest of my staff, convinced me, no, you got a gift with this. You need to have your own bakery. So here I am, and I am missing the clicker.
That happens every time.
But, okay. So I want to have a cozy spot where you can enjoy heritage-specific desserts. So I'm sure you've all seen Cheers. And with working at Chick-fil-A, that's the type of environment I want to embody. Somebody, you come and you are known. You know your customers that come a lot. You want to develop that personal relationship. And in Jacksonville, there's no heritage-specific bakeries in the immediate area. Now, where I come from in Pennsylvania, there's an Italian bakery on almost every corner in every city. And that was also one of the reasons why I wanted to do heritage-specific, because in Pennsylvania, you can get a kiffle right at your local grocery store. Same thing with the shoe fly pie. Down here, no. You can't get a kiffle unless you want to get it mailed in to you. And shoe fly pie, the closest one is in Beautiful, And with shoe fly pie, if you're familiar with it, there's a wet bottom and a dry bottom type of shoe fly pie. I prefer dry. I'm a texture person. I don't like wetness in my pies. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do that. And then also Jacksonville being a military community, and especially a lot of people migrate to Jacksonville, whether they are military or they have family that's military. You have a lot of people coming from a lot of different places. And I, being far from home, I couldn't be the only one that missed these specific desserts. Now, our target market, as far as this was just generalization from the coworkers I had asking me for different products. But as far as I'm concerned, we have a large target market. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the cheesecakes. I mean, I stumbled upon the cheesecake by request, but it just happened to be so popular. And I feel as though even if you don't come in to get a kiffle, a shoe fly pie, a zucchini bread, you're maybe a cheesecake fan. And then you may see, ooh, that looks pretty good, let me try that. So it's not just gonna be one specific type of heritage, but that's for that. And then my competitors would be the Essential Sweets, American Dream Cakes, and Daryl's Bakery. Now, I had a hard time finding a bakery that was my competition that mirrored what I wanted to do. What I want to do is well, first off, I'm starting off with just renting commercial kitchen space. We're going to be doing a website, social media, and then eventually what I want to do is get a trailer, not a food truck, but a refrigerated trailer with a window where we set up, we post on social media and the website what location we're going to be at, what we're selling, and once we're sold out, we're sold out. So no production is going to be on the trailer, it's just bringing the food to our customers. But when we save up for the brick and mortar 5 years after that, I want to have a setup where that all the baking is done in the back, and then there is an L-shaped display case, and each individual heritage is going to be displayed. This is your German type of desserts. This is your Italian type of desserts. These are your French desserts. These are, I may group the Hungarian and the German because they're kind of close together. Funny story, I grew up having kiffles. I always thought they were German. They're actually Hungarian, not German. So, but we're going to be selling directly to customers in the beginning through the website, and then I have already set up weekly business with one of the other contestants with featuring some of my products in his cafe once it opens. And then I do also want to venture out to other just mom and pop restaurants, because let's face it, if you can't get a kiffle, you can't get a shoe fly pie, and I make them and people are interested in them, you're gonna want them from me. So, and then in 5 years, like I said, I want to have my brick and mortar location with the L-shaped display case, small intimate seating area, nothing large. And then I also want to try to have a self-serve coffee bar on the side. And we're going to have social media, all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, with a link to our bakery website. The bakery website, you will be able to do online orders with credit, debit cards, PayPal. We're also going to have direct mail advertisements with coupons. As a consumer myself, if I get a flyer in the mail and it's got coupons for something that I see it looks good, I'm going there just because I have that coupon. So I felt like that was a very good idea. And then we're also going to have an email subscription that's going to have a monthly dessert of the month. and also coupons for those that are regular customers. And when we do open our brick and mortar, we're going to have a grand opening with samples for 200 people.
Ooh. Okay.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
So, hi Christine.
Hello.
Have you sold any of your product yet?
Not officially. I have had coworkers and friends, get products off of me, but it's mainly I'm just taking the money for the ingredients.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, to make. So it's already been proven to you that this could work, that people will actually purchase.
Absolutely, and it honestly around the holidays it got overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of people that wanted so many things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need to start doing this professionally, or I'm gonna be out money and time.
Got it. Mm-hmm. So you're open to hiring and sharing the secret recipes for people to make
Yes.
for you or with
Yes.
you. Mm-hmm.
I want to continue to stay small. I don't want to be,
Right.
the next cake boss,
Yeah.
but I definitely want to have a small little group of people who know the ingredients and how to properly do things.
Okay. And you're obviously willing to train them on
Absolutely.
Christine, you talked a little bit about your competition, and I thought that was really helpful. Could you maybe talk a little bit more about that? I mean, do you know how many bakeries there are in the
In Jacksonville, there are quite a few, and there's a lot more that don't have brick and mortar locations. Some just have social media and websites for you to order off of. There's quite a lot of them. And originally when I was looking to how I would go about starting the business, I was potentially deferred because there were so many. I was told, oh, are you sure you want to do this? We already have so many bakeries in Jacksonville. But I decided to push forth because, as I said in my research, nobody has what I have.
Well, I think you've got a good plan in terms of scaling things. Like you can start with, you're doing some things from your home, then move to the commercial kitchen space, and then potentially down the road look at having your own brick and mortar store.
Yes.
But yeah, that's a good way to get started and to really test it out, and to get a good feel for what that overhead is going to be like in terms of your product cost.
Yes, what I figured out, what I want to do is save and go maybe through grants or something, but I'm working on my credit score right now because it is not the best. So it's going to be a process, but I want to have enough money before I launch to have for the year. So this way, everything's already paid up for the year. I don't have to worry about it. Everything is going through profit only, and I will still be working at Chick-fil-A when we're starting out. What I plan on doing is more orders that come in, the more I wean down my hours at Chick-fil-A and go from there.
So
I
that-
do also.
That kind of ties in with my question, which is if you won this, how would this money impact you? How would it benefit you specifically? What would it go for?
It would go for paying everything, the licensing, the registering, the trademarking, the name and logo. I figured it out. I did put it in my business plan, but off the top of my head, I can't remember the exact number. It's around $4,500, and that includes the website, the domain name, trademark, licensing, food insurance, and my Safe Surf course as well.
And I will just add this very bizarre little note. I went to the mountains with my buddy in October, and he was wanting to know if there was a place that had shoe fly pie. I was like, I don't even know what that is. He's from Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
and he was looking for shoe fly pie in the mountains of North Carolina. I'm like, everybody got that stuff, man. I haven't heard that stuff. He said, you need to have it, man. You got to have some of that. Today I will.
Yes, you will.
That's it. It was very odd. When you said that, I was like, that should fly by. I don't know what it is. Anybody else?
Think I'm good.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
And thank you for bringing us something.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.